Welcome, guys. Podcast number 2. We have a name now, JNKcast.
Just looking over there.
Yay! Welcome to the JNKcast. What are we playing, first of all? Nathan, what are you playing?
We're playing Dragon's Dogma. It's a fantastic game. They remastered it.
And you finally got the
it's just
DLC
really
as
fun.
well.
He's just chucking
finally
people off the
DLC.
cliff.
I wish I could have started the DLC, but you know I haven't. So we're not
No,
doing
you can
that.
do it now.
We're messing around the Everfall because I don't need to concentrate for this.
Ah,
Stuff
yeah,
happens
that's
with
fair, that's
DLC.
fair, yeah.
I need to concentrate. So we've got my follower. Hired 2 random people. Thought this guy was quite funny. His voice is really high.
If anyone's seen Lucifer, by the way.
Yeah, I hired him just because of the
great.
series Lucifer. I just thought he'd be funny.
The series is
I
hilarious.
don't think they'll hear the voice.
He was around my level. No, he doesn't really sound like him, but he was around my level. But I've just kept him for a few levels now just because it made me laugh. And he's not a bad mage, alright? Whoever created him, you're alright.
So the first episode I think went really well. I really enjoyed it.
Well, we'll see
podcast.
when it comes out, you know.
Yeah, well, it hasn't come out at this
JNKcast,
point
as
yet,
you
but
want to call it.
I enjoyed it when I watched
Yeah.
it through. Josh went on a bit.
Did you find yourself
Josh
funny?
got really aggressive. No, I didn't find myself
You
funny.
sick son of a bitch.
I found Josh's rant about Mojang funny. That was
Josh's rant
hilarious.
about Mojang was a good...
Uh,
I do feel like...
I mean, we'll never get sponsored by them.
The best
I won't
thing
allow it. I won't allow it.
Like, the best thing about that is shortly after, Josh goes, I want to start this new series that may come out eventually, where I create things
No.
or something for 5-minute short videos. Bam, he's on Minecraft creating this thing
Look.
for these videos.
Look,
After
I'm
he
not
paints
enjoying it.
I don't.
But I'm doing a video.
I hate Minecraft,
fucking hate.
but we should all start
No,
playing
it's
it.
not that. It's just I know
He's
everyone
mashed
knows
up.
it's easy to do shit on Minecraft. I mean, look, fucking millions, hundreds, thousands probably YouTubers do it.
That's why it's boring.
I know, but everyone fucking does it for some reason.
Because it gets the
Oh,
views.
Lucifer.
Like,
You know.
it appeals to a younger generation, and that's what
Yeah.
gets the views. Anyway,
And for a quick 5-minute video, I'm not going to complain. Okay, no, I
Beca-
complain a lot, but
I'm not going to complain, but...
because of
Fucking-
Josh's insane rant, which was brilliant, he's going to kick us off today. So, what's
I've
your
actually-
topic?
I've
Is that how it works? Whoever rants the most gets
Yeah.
to start on the
so
next
It is
basically,
now.
basically every session, I'm going to start off with that we're going with.
one.
But no,
Probably.
So,
keep going.
I want to ask you a question actually. So, loot boxes have been quite an ongoing thing recently.
As a hot topic.
It is a very hot topic. And actually, we are from the United Kingdom, if you don't know this. So one of our government officials has actually brought on, said if loot boxes are a form of gambling and should it be outlawed in games. So I'm wondering what you guys are thinking about if it's gambling.
So, just to clear up, when you say loot boxes, you mean any game where you can...
It's basically loot box. If you don't know what loot boxes are, you know, Kieran, because I know
just
I know you
just
don't.
saying, you know,
I know
some
you
people
don't
might
play
not...
video
played
games.
several games of loot boxes in.
So
I'm not talking
if-
about
if-
me, I'm saying people that might not know what we're on about.
Right, okay.
No, we all know
no
it's
worries.
him. So basically, they're things you pay actual money for to get random items. Like, you know, it's all
So
it's all
does it
random
have to
stuff.
be if you... Because some games you get a loot box where you have to pay real money.
Yeah, if you pay real money, that's what I'm on about. So that's the form of loot boxing
Okay.
that our government official was talking about. So
Does it have to be things that benefit you in the game or cosmetics?
in
Does that
general,
count?
cosmetics?
Was this brought up because of a specific game? Was it like a game that...
So Shadow
recent-
of War has doing it.
Oh, it's very pay
Star
to win,
Wars
that one.
Battlefield are doing it.
As well.
That's definitely pay to win. Obviously, Overwatch
Destiny
are doing
has
it.
pay to win games?
But it's not like you can play Shadow of War happily, right?
Yeah.
Without these loot boxes.
Well, that's
But they do give you like legendary things.
yeah. That's their
Yeah.
argument. It's like you can play the game easily without loot boxes, but they're there if you want to make it easier. And it's like no, we're there. It's there so you get more money from a game you haven't fucking finished. Sorry, there's a few games.
But
like
in
that.
Destiny, because they sort of have a loot box system, they make most of their money from these events that add more cosmetics to them than the DLCs themselves.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, I want to... Like, loads of people just decide to spend money on these things.
The thing is that annoying, and I don't know if you guys know this term of whales. So whales are not the country.
As in Anna.
No, they're people who spend a lot of their money on games, and they basically target people like that who just constantly just spend like.
What, and they're called whales?
They're called called whales. You've got whales and dolphins. Whales spend a lot, dolphins spend a little bit less.
So that's the person
my
playing the game
shark,
is a
because I
whale.
refuse to pay anymore.
No, they're people who will literally go and just buy loads of fucking
Just to be-
content and
just
stuff.
to be-
just because it's. I feel it's an addictive thing to do. That's what.
But some people...
So, alright, I know none of us play it, but FIFA.
Oh, my
Everyone
God.
spends money on them.
Well, that's the
packs.
thing though. That's
Is that-
I feel
And they're
like
pay to
because
win.
it's
They
random
are.
though, isn't it? It's random what person you get. Is that
It's
right?
random,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
because let me get the guy's name up. The PM.
You know, obviously,
the guy, the Prime Minister,
Daniel
disputing it.
Zekner. I think it's like a German last name. He basically posed a question if it is gambling, and if it is, in that case, we've got little kids who are doing this and they're gambling. It's like,
yeah, some of the games are like Shadow War is a very gory game. That's got to be at least a 16 or an 18.
Yeah.
So fair play, have some gambling in there.
I can understand.
Destiny, is that a 16 or is that a 12?
I can understand if it's little kids who have got probably their parents' credit card.
Yeah, you get the game for Christmas or something.
Yeah.
As well. Like
let me just read this. Sorry, the recent launch of Forza Motorsport 7 and Middle
Forza
Earth Shadow of War. Yeah,
Forza.
Forza's fucking. If I remember right, Forza is paid to win. That's it. Yeah.
You
Is it?
buy
Oh,
cars.
Have made loot boxes a top of mind.
the only time I played
controversy.
Forza was because they gave us a Warthog for free, and I was like, I want to drive a Warthog. Yeah, I played Halo. Then in a way, it's paid to win because if you didn't own that and you wanted to drive the Warthog, you would have to go buy Halo.
Yeah, but yeah, I was saying, where is it? Made loot boxes top of mind controversy in video gaming. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has been recently closed and it's used a lot of loot crates outraged fans enough that Electronic Arts responded. The complete system was
EA, that is.
yeah. The complete system was not in beta and will continue to be tuned over time.
So in the beta, it was pay to win, and people have raged about that.
What I think is people they'll change it a little bit now, but I still think
I
they will
understand
pay
that
to win.
because I hate games where it's if you don't pay, there's no point in playing it.
The thing that annoys me is the fact that you've bought a bloody game which they should have finished in the fucking first place.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then they're like, we still want to have a lot of bloody money from you. We're going to give you these fucking things which you're going to win at the game. I understand, like, DLC, I'm fine with that.
That's extending the game itself. Yeah. That's like, if you want the game to last you longer.
Yeah, but
Most
DLC,
people... I'll put in a link to last week's podcast when we about DLC.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, most people will pay for
Ooh.
DLC because they like the game, they want to extend the story, which is fine. But not everyone wants to go out and bloody buy a bloody costume or something, which isn't going to affect the game at all. And it's there. It doesn't need to be there. If you want that costume to be there, just let it be in the game.
Yeah. I think it's a massive problem with MMOs because I hate it when you go through an MMO and you want to. You know that as soon as you get into it, there's people who've just spent so much money and they're really overpowered. And what's the fucking point?
Mm.
But you just get beat.
It's like I'm a little bit of a victim with like loot crates and stuff. Like
you are.
Yeah.
You're a victim for anything that requires you to spend money. Just like, I'll get it.
No, because I wanted to get on Destiny. I wanted to get a legendary Sparrow, so I did get a few loot crates to get. Yeah.
No.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Kieran's first pack, he got one.
Yeah, I did.
That's fucking jammy.
That was like I only just got one, and I'm so happy with it. Like, but like
I've had it this whole time.
Yeah,
but going back to Destiny, they're doing going back to Destiny, they are doing the right thing. The fact that you literally don't have to buy those loot crates or whatever they're called because you get them once you turn level 20 and you level up.
You need
get
XP to get them as well, and the start of each week you get 3 times XP on your first 3 levels.
Yeah.
So they're doing it right.
But you can if you want spend money and get.
Yeah, you can if you want, and I'll admit I'm a chump and I did.
Yeah.
Gosh,
I'm like I put so much time into Destiny. I know they say the DLCs are expensive, but so much of my time goes in there.
Destiny 2.
I'm getting more Destiny.
No, it's at the dry spell now.
Yeah.
DLC.
Need DLC.
There's less content in the game at the moment than there was in Destiny 1, like just because it's just out. So you've got to wait. Like
it'll be the same though. It'll always be the same.
They update. There's just a drought after a while.
Yeah.
It just happens. You can't. Like there's no gear to get now. And
Thing is, looking at all this, I wouldn't say it's gambling. That's not what I've bracketed it
it's because
But
it's random
and you're paying
you're
for
getting.
it. Yeah,
so you are in theory gambling.
It's random and you're paying.
If you're going to get something good or not.
Good stuff. Yeah.
And if you don't get something, you're going to want to go try
like what would
again
you say is the
again.
definition of gambling? Otherwise, you're paying for a random.
Like okay, if we say we were here, we had a slot machine. That's random, right? Are we saying that's gambling?
Yeah, but it's in. I suppose gambling is trying to get money.
But they are.
Well, not technically.
Well, I suppose
You're getting something with your money. That's you're getting. Let's take Star Wars Battlefront 2.
So if
Battlefield 2. Battlefront.
Battlefront 2. Yeah.
So let's say you're gambling your doing this imaginary slot machine, and you get a good gun from it, you've technically paid to get something good to beat other people.
I think, did you see there was like an algorithm that got like data mined or something? I think it did anyway. And I think it was for Activision, and it was, you get put into a game as a new person against veterans, alright? That's how the algorithm does it. And this veteran has a weapon that's paid to win. You keep getting killed by this weapon and decide, okay, I'm going to try to get that weapon. So you buy it. Then it puts you in lobbies with other people that don't have that weapon. So they see you doing really well with it to do really well.
Yeah.
And then after a while of that, they'll put you in a game with the new good weapon. And then you'll keep trying to get that. And it's apparently just an endless cycle of that.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
So what, are we saying that...
It's just like an algorithm that is making people be worse than others, is like how it works.
So are they just going to make it now 18 plus that you have to... Is that what they're trying to go for? That
You can't technically do that though.
Well, they can.
I mean, yeah, they can, but then where's the...
But then they'd have to make any game
any game with loot box have to
so
make 18
FIFA would now be 18 plus.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, cause
yeah, they could do that.
If it's paid to win
way...
loot boxes where something does make the game better for you and it's not just you look nicer, then yeah, I reckon,
Yeah, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is, let's say we got a 10-year-old, let's say he is sharing my Xbox, for instance, right? I've got my card on my Xbox, shall we say.
He uses it.
He uses it.
And Josh always seems to have loads of money for some reason.
I don't know how.
That's what happens when you're your own boss.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Josh went the right way. We were like, yeah, let's go to uni. Josh was like, no, I'm going to be my own boss.
But that's what I mean. It's like my let's say it's my kid friend. Let's say I haven't got one, by the way. Let's just say yeah.
Oh.
Let's just say my hypothesized kid then uses my card to get something. He is then gambling technically. One with his life is use my fucking card. and two, because he's bought something, because he just thinks, oh, it's just part of the game. At least that's how I think of it.
Yeah, but technically it's your fault because you let him on your Xbox.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and
that's
you do
true.
have to put in a password to get open.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a password.
So you would get sent to prison for it.
Well, maybe.
Is that what it is?
No, surely not. That wouldn't work like that. No.
But that's what I mean. It's like you can't just guarantee that, because I mean, there's kids that I've known when I was younger playing bloody Modern Warfare 2 at the time, and they were like 6.
Yeah.
We all had those fucking little 360 no scope montages with little squealy girls.
A lot of little kids have fucked my mum apparently. It's just the way it is, isn't it? You start beating them, and you get a message from them.
Alright.
Fuck your mum. Then they're like, 1v1 me. You join their game.
Fuck them up.
Oh, you really did? No. No. How old are you?
The problem is they're normally
Back
better
when
than
the
you at
balls
the game.
drop, yeah.
The amount of 10-year-olds are better than me.
That's not hard though, is it?
Shut up. 10-year-olds have a lot of time, and they've got those reflexes. We're old now.
Yeah.
Okay, so for a summary then, are you classing it as gambling?
I am.
You are.
I am, yeah. And I want to stop taking my fucking money.
Well, stop giving it
I have
then.
an addictive personality.
The problem is you have a choice. I suppose, does it become addictive?
Yeah, it does.
Would you say you're
I would
addicted?
say
Okay,
well,
an exact example of this. Josh's addiction to gambling. We started playing Borderlands Handsome Collection just recently, just because Josh re-downloaded it or something.
No, playing Borderlands 2.
I've got a lot of really high-level characters. No, it's just the Handsome Collection. It's just a remastered one.
Yeah.
So I'm there in the Tiny Tina DLC, messing around with the slot machine that uses Iridium, because my level 80 person doesn't need to use Iridium anymore.
Has
So I was
level
just
80 when
spending it
that's
away.
72?
72 OP8, it's 80 in it.
Oh, fine. It's okay.
So I'm there spending it away, and then Josh comes over, his little level 12 that I was just sort of running him through some stuff, and he's like, I'm going to start spending my Iridium. Iridium is very priceful, like, very priceless, like, just wasting it is just it's just stupid, and he's there like, oh, just one more, and I'm like, Josh, we need to leave, and it's just there. No, I've got to get a D20
honestly, even
on this gambling machine.
Even in the standard one at Moxie's pub, I will gladly spend
money.
2 hours at those fake slot machines, because it's fake money. Like, you don't have to pay for the actual
Should we
thing.
start a post-podcast show, Josh's Intervention? We're going to sit here and we're going to just discuss. We're going to help you.
I have a lot of problems.
We can get through this together, alright?
We love you.
Okay.
Let us in,
Josh, it's only you that hate yourself.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So do you not think it is a gambling?
I think technically, yeah, it is. But
you've won me over. I do. All right. From base, I didn't originally, but
technically, it's gambling.
I can see why you're thinking it's gambling.
Technically, it is.
but it's stupid that it is.
Yeah, I also want to bring you on into it. I want to know what you lot think. I want if you do actually comment and also, I want you lot to comment and see, and I want your lot's opinion.
Or Scott, you can just tell us when your next is.
And you, Mum, come on.
Sarcastic Raptor, please let us know.
Okay, so moving on from that, we're going to go on to the second topic, and this is Nathan's. I'm going to bring you into it now.
Well, my next one was just that are heavy story games dying out? You know where like there's a story that is just you're not playing it necessarily because it's fun to play, but like the story is like a movie and it's just dragging you in. Don't like are the original Halo games when like you were just so into like the characters, the races, the backstory, and just the game itself. You were just like, oh my god. Or like one of the more recent ones was The Last of Us.
Never played that, but yeah, I know what you're about.
Like, I would say the best story games have come from like Halo. Halo has always been a good story, but I'd say
it got worse as time went on.
Like,
it has, no, yeah.
They die out eventually and they try to drag them out. Like the original Gears of War was really interesting.
Which is when they remastered them.
Yeah. Just take Skyrim.
Like, do you remember how good it used to be? But there's just loads that are like that, and now I do love it because like there's most of these story games now just become open world. Like Zelda used to be very linear, and now they've gone with make it massively open world.
Yeah,
and it's really fun. Or lots of these games are no longer story; it's more this is an open world where you can mess around with your friends.
Yeah,
and they lack the story, but just have interesting enemies and stuff.
It's kind of make you more immersed into it rather than
one game that I liked and I was 100% immersed in it was Dragon Age 1. Like the first, Dragon's Origins.
The story, what was
the
getting
story
you.
was I loved it. I love knowing.
I never played Dragon Age 1.
Oh, amazing.
Or like Dark Souls was the other one. A lot of horror games really drag you into a story, and you're interested in finding out what's going on.
I love my RPGs, but these newer versions aren't what I would class an RPG anymore from like my standards.
So what does it need?
Needs a good story.
I just don't think. I think now games have moved on. I don't think they.
People don't Assassin's Creed had a pretty decent story.
People don't want. People necessarily don't.
It's more multiplayer now, isn't it? They don't care about
multiplayer.
All they care about is who the fuck they're going to shoot and whose mum they're going to fuck.
VR is now going to be. I reckon it's going to be the next.
I haven't had a lot from VR in a while actually. I don't think
I
it's going to be as good as it.
The problem is it's too expensive and no one has it. As soon as it becomes cheap and it'll.
The problem is people need to buy it now whilst it's expensive for it to become cheap.
Yeah.
Because if no one's going to buy it, then no one's going to develop on it, so it will never get done.
I mean, the Xbox One X that's coming out isn't one of the key features.
Yeah,
it's out now. Yeah. One of the key features of it is VR is
integrated.
Yeah, compatible, and it's now it can now run 4K or So, I think that'll be the next step after currently where we are now. But I do think story games were a thing of the past.
Yeah.
I don't think I can't think of the last
decent story that you did.
I'm trying to think.
Like The Witcher is one of the last ones I can think, or like so I recently played Dead Space 1, and then I was like, oh man, I forgot how like immersive it was. Like you were so interested.
I would say the Assassin's Creed games, but even then, the recent ones haven't been decent.
The only thing that kind of annoys me, and you were saying this before we started recording, was most of the games now are like, if you want to continue on the story, you have to go climb a fucking tower to progress.
So many games now are just
Assassin's Creed.
Open up the map by climbing towers, doing this, doing that. It's just like lots of story games now lack originality. It's just this is the same as that. Like you just.
And I liked the idea of like when you were in Halo, you knew wherever you were going, as long as you hadn't seen it before, you were going the right way.
Yeah.
Like I get lost.
I think the
really
thing is,
I never realised that.
I think the thing is, games aren't linear anymore. They're not like here's your place, you go in, go sort of thing. It's now do whatever you want.
I like the simplicity. I'm not very good at games, and
that's what I was saying about Dragon Age.
They make you feel good. Halo made me feel like I was an amazing Halo player, even though I wasn't at all.
I didn't have to be good to be fantastic.
I'm trying to think actually.
I was the Master Chief.
When I was younger, it was Halo, Assassin's Creed, and I cannot think of. I'm really trying. There must have been others.
Yours was Football Manager, if I remember right.
No, I do
say that on the Steam. It's just Football Manager.
That's not got a good story though. That's just simple.
That's just you.
That's just me having it on while I'm editing or doing setting up D&D.
But like they've done the Telltale games now, which are completely story driven. But there's something about them that's just in my opinion, the original ones were just like the original Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us.
Walking Dead was
But like,
amazing.
I
the first one.
the Borderlands one was really cool as well, but there's just not been.
I'm gonna Google the best.
one
I think
recently
Best.
I think they're
stories.
actually Telltale are going down a bit now. They're
they're
losing
just,
money.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know what it is. They're just not like drawing me in anymore.
Yeah. I think it's because people just aren't focused on the story anymore. Honestly, I think that's like the main.
Best
thing
video
of it.
game stories. Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, but they'll always say Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never.
I mean,
Planet Escape.
The problem with Final Fantasy games is the story's fun and dandy, but halfway through you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soma. What's that?
Dark Souls, same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, from the very beginning you don't know what the fuck's going on.
I would
Yeah,
say
just
Grand
wake
Theft
up.
Auto is a story. Game.
Actually,
I mean,
the Grand
yeah.
Theft Auto games do have really
Yeah,
good
they're really good
stories.
stories.
Yeah, I liked.
And the good thing is,
Red
you
Dead
San
go,
Andreas.
Red Dead
San
Redemption had a
Andreas
great
was an
story.
incredible
That was
story.
really cool.
the only thing I didn't like about like San Andreas stuff is you couldn't go to each island until you've done a certain amount of missions.
Yeah, but that's what a story should be. It
Oh.
wants to keep you in a certain area.
Yeah,
to-
but
Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. I love that game.
yeah.
that is recently games with like the
It is. It's on.
like
you get on it.
original
I think we
Xbox.
should
You
do
can
it.
get it now.
I love that game so
Yeah.
much.
Well, I did get Ninja Gaiden, so it's one of your guys' turn to get another
Spec
one.
Ops, Metal Gear Solid. I suppose they're quite a good story.
Yeah,
Metal
they're
Gear Solid
heavy
1
story
was
games,
awesome.
yeah.
5,
The
no
new
idea
Metal
what
Gear
the
Solid,
fuck's
that
going
was
on.
really cool. The new one, I just
The Phantom.
It was
What
too
was
long.
5? Because
The Phantom
5.
Pain.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was on it.
5 apparently the story's just like no one even knows.
Mass Effects. They were good.
yeah, they're good, but they've stopped.
2
being
was
good.
what they're specifically saying.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, 2 with the collectors. I
Yeah.
think that was, yeah.
Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
Yeah.
No, that was the. Oh, I think it was.
Portal 2.
Portal 2.
Red Dead.
I wouldn't count Portal as like a story though.
It
You're just
does,
doing fucking
it is.
puzzles. I know it
There
has
is a
one, but you're
story.
just doing puzzles.
I'm the only one who hasn't played Portal out of us 3.
You're weird. Go away.
Red Dead
Get out of this
Redemption.
podcast.
Red Dead Redemption is an open world. I wouldn't
Well, a
say it's a story.
story
Yeah.
is where the characters are what are pulling you through. Like, I love all the Borderlands characters. I think they're all
I know,
Yeah.
but are we talking about a story or are we talking about a game where it's literally point to point? There's no like, you can't just
Very
branch
linear.
off. Yeah, linear story games. Or are we talking about any story?
No, just how I haven't played a story game in a while that's I've
Gripping.
really been like the characters have really gripped me. Or I think it's because the recent one I thought would really
Witcher
get me was
3,
Mass Effect. And I just
Bioshock.
Was
That's
that
a
Andromeda?
shout.
yeah, just it didn't.
I love the
liked
Bioshock
it.
stories.
Yeah, they were all really good, and
Haven't played
Infinite
that.
was good as well. Like that was a really interesting story game.
The first one on here is Silent Hill 2, apparently.
The
Silent Hill's
I
gonna be
did
really
say
good.
yeah, horror games are great. Like for a story.
Yeah, horror games have
You
always
get
sort of
very
based on.
But that
Besides,
is because you're like it is so like you feel so gripped to your
Halo wasn't
person.
on there. I'm really annoyed. I love the
Some
Halo
of the
ones.
Resident Evil games were pretty cool as well.
yeah.
Like it's
I mean,
just-
everyone loves Resident Evil 4.
if it loops you into wanting to keep your character alive and like very invested in them, you know, like with our recent D&D characters and stuff, I'm really like I really just don't want him to die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna so kill him.
You do.
Just don't kill Jane.
Yeah.
So, alright, cool.
Yeah, Josh doesn't care about his character. Just keep my little
Yeah.
thing
PJ.
alive.
I really like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2, the campaigns. I love
Yeah.
the story of the campaigns.
No,
I didn't. Multiplayer was terrible. Well, no, it wasn't terrible. I really enjoyed it, but it was annoying because of
Which
the
was
people
was it
that-
COD 4 where you were in like Chernobyl and they're like you were sniping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really cool mission.
And I still haven't bought the remastered. I really want to,
Oh,
but I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
not around to buying it.
That's because you have to buy the whole game. don't
Yeah.
you?
No,
I'm
they
not
brought
even
it out
gonna,
separate now.
Get to it.
Oh.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna fucking even.
I
entertain
probably
it,
will
honestly.
when it's about a tenner. I'll buy it and then I'll play it and really enjoy it because I love that game.
I mean, the problem is though, it's good at that time. It's probably shit now.
I remember, was it 2 where you walked into the airport the first?
Yeah.
I remember my dad walked in when I was playing that. I think,
You're just
I can't remember what
mowing
age.
down
I
some
was just
people.
literally gunning down everyone. He was like, the hell are you playing? And I was like, oh, it's just Modern
You
Warfare,
were
isn't
like,
it?
Farm Simulator 2012.
Modern Warfare involves killing people in an airport.
He recently told me he couldn't have been more proud. Just because he walked in, I was just like, Dad, look what you can do. And I was just gunning down loads of airport.
That's my boy.
And a lad.
You could skip that mission as well. You could choose for it not to be played.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
no.
they say like this has got some very disturbing content. You may
And that
want
was
to
the
skip.
disturbing content.
Yeah.
You could.
I mean, the thing is, when was that? When was Modern Warfare 2 out? Because I think that was quite close to
That was a while ago.
2012. No, not 2012. To 9/11, wasn't it?
It's 8, wasn't it? No.
Oh my god. It's got really.
No, I'm just like because I think that was
Intense
why
suddenly.
they done that because stuff was happening through bombing stuff with planes. Sorry to go a bit dark, but yeah.
Yeah. You,
Sorry, no, but like
put it down.
Oh god.
Well.
sorry.
Oh.
But yeah, going back to the thing, what stories have gripped you the most recently? Then, like I know they've all been
No,
pretty shit,
the last,
but like
the last one I would say probably Witcher 3.
what?
Witcher.
Oh, Witcher, right?
Yeah, that
hopefully.
was fantastic.
I think I'm excited when Red Dead comes out because that's probably going to be the next
Yeah.
one. Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that one. Right.
I don't really have one.
Like, because this is a great RPG, Dragon's Dogma.
You don't
the
have
campaign is not really that interesting.
No, I've played
This
this. I
doesn't
haven't.
count as
This
a
doesn't
remaster.
grip me.
When did this first come out? 2004?
I was doing my GCSEs whenever that was.
7
Yeah,
or
it's
8
been a
years
while.
ago then. Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say actually, would Lara Croft.
The Tomb Raider
Tomb Raider,
games, yeah,
Tomb
they're
Raider games.
fantastic.
The only
very
thing
good.
that annoys me with Tomb Raider is I'm going to delve deep in this tomb. Oh, look, a shotgun mod.
What?
Yeah, that is odd.
Yeah, so this tomb has never been opened in 20,000 fucking years. Oh, look, there's a shotgun mod. Oh,
Yeah,
pick that up.
yeah, that's a good point
I can
actually.
put that.
I never thought of that.
In the new one, though, it makes sense because you would pick up your shotgun is a World War II trench gun.
Maybe, yeah.
So, and then you loot like army boxes of the people that like are there to get
Yeah.
other mods and stuff.
What was that? There was a really old one that I remember playing on the PS2 that was
The one with
so
the
hard.
T-Rex.
I know it was just really hard. I can't remember what the game was though. It was like
Tomb Raider 2.
game. It was just very a very difficult game. Like Ninja, not quite Ninja Gaiden level, but similar.
Tenchu 2, that was a lot. No. Because I mean,
Tenchu games are
even
really interesting.
the like Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, crap stories in my mind. Absolutely terrible.
Well, they're not good.
I don't think so. They were trying to find their way after Origins because they wanted to like still be up to date with everyone else. So they were changing how the game played. That's fucking terrible. Couldn't pick different races, and it was just all the stories were exactly the same. Like I know obviously in like Dragon Age you can do like 2 different things. You know, you can tell someone to fuck off, or you can be friends with them, sort of thing. It's sort of that sort of way of choice. And like sometimes it'll affect it, like your mum might die or whatever. I think actually in every single one your mum dies. I can't remember. But besides that, it wasn't
Like
really.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Besides that, there's no. You don't really feel like this is your character because every other person in it has the same characters.
Did you? I was thinking of the story actually. Not Assassin's Creed. Skyrim.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Was
The
that actually a
DLCs
story?
It was about fighting the dragons, but the DLCs were where the story was.
Yeah, but it was a very loose story because you just kind of.
DLCs were a lot better.
Did
Like,
what
I
you
loved the Dawn Guards.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. The dragon one was the vampire one. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good.
Half Fire.
And the team was
Don't know
good.
why they put that in. It's like the fucking horse one from Oblivion. There's no need, really.
It was cool though, building your own house and stuff, and it was cheap.
Yeah, but they could have just put that in.
It was cheap.
No, I know, but still.
No, I agree with that. I enjoyed it.
So what we're basically saying from this is bring out better stories. All you game
All you game developers.
Yeah.
Like, have you played any indie games that have had any good
No.
stories?
I can't think of any.
No.
Not that are decent. Like,
Minecraft?
well,
No, I'm joking.
Minecraft does not have any type. I mean, if you say story mode, I'll punch you.
No. Minecraft has a story mode at the very fucking end of the game.
But
Like, once
lots
you've
of,
done the dragon.
Games now that are considered a good story is just because it's like a mind fuck of a game, you know? Like, at the end you're like, whoa, no way.
Yeah.
Very true.
But like...
Mindfuck.
Yeah, but you don't need it. Like, and another thing is like when they like movie adaptations and stuff, it just doesn't make it good. Like Superman Returns, shit game. It was a shit movie as well, to be fair, but just shit all round.
I
There's no
completely
need.
forgot about this.
No need to fucking do anything with
Do you
it.
remember, did you play the Incredible Hulk one? That was well fun. You could like rip a car in half and then turn it into like boxing gloves.
Oh yeah, actually I do remember
That
that.
was actually well good.
I remember playing a
It was
Spider-Man.
made by like the
one when I was-
prototype.
Spider-Man games
people.
usually always good.
They were good.
Just 'cause
but
you
I
can
don't
just
remember
swing
there being
around
a
and
story.
just piss
I
about.
just remember just going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
doing
the
all
Spider-Man stories are Green Goblins at it again.
Well, that's
Yeah.
every single superhero game.
Yeah, that
really.
is it. There's villains back. I mean, actually, Batman games, the new ones like Arkham Asylum and then Arkham City were fantastic.
Yeah.
They were really
I know you're a
good
big fan of
stories.
those.
Yeah, that was good. The Joker is a very good character though. So.
Isn't that when he like becomes
Yeah,
a
he
big
gets-
giant
yeah, and
spoiler?
then, like at the end of the second one, spoiler, he dies.
But does he?
Shocking. I can't remember whether he comes back though. I think about it.
To be
I think
fair,
in the
it's
newest
Joker.
one, he actually
He'll
came
always
back. I
come
can't
Okay, that's
remember.
another spoiler. He comes
Yeah.
back.
Probably. I don't
Spoiler
know.
for a game that
But-
hasn't actually been done yet.
No, because they did the one afterwards that was made by another company. I didn't think it was that good, and then they went back and made another one where it was all about the Batmobile. No, he doesn't come back. That one was about Scarecrow and
Penguin.
someone else. But that was good.
Chuck him off. No one likes him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to lead that into topic 3, which
Okay.
is going to be it's going to cause some debate. Basically, I want to know from you guys, what are the games which you think not necessarily the best, but have changed the industry? So what games have kind of been brought out, and then since then every game is taken from that game, pretty much. So for instance, a good one which we don't like.
Yeah, I knew this one was
Yeah.
come up.
We're gonna bring it out. Josh, just take a
I
break.
won't say anything.
Minecraft, right? Since
Opens the
as-
stairways to crafting stuff and
as
chopping down
much
trees
as we hate it,
to craft more stuff out of trees.
because there were other sandbox games before that, like GTA, but since that, there has never been a game where you could literally do whatever you wanted.
I don't know why.
And since then, yeah, there have just been so many games since that game which have basically followed on from that, like 7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die, Alone Dark. And
Yeah.
What I don't understand is though, like, why was Minecraft the first one? Like,
There had to be a first one.
I think it was pretty much the first one that I know of anyway.
I can't think of any
But
others.
why was it like there were so many better games than Minecraft,
yeah, it's
like
a very
Minecraft.
basic
Why was that
thing,
the first
isn't it?
one?
Why was it first?
Why did someone not think? Do you know, why don't we just get people to just craft shit?
Well, that's the same with anything. You could argue that with anything.
Yeah, no,
Why-
I know, but like
I think there probably was games before it was like you put these two things together and it would make this.
probably.
But Minecraft's the first one where I think you would, like, the whole game was about chopping down this to make more things out of this so you can get more of this to make
Yeah.
more of that. Like,
So, do you guys have any suggestions on
the
what
original
games you think?
Diablo, I'm pretty sure it was the original Diablo,
Yeah, I think-
introduced the colour-coded weapons.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
it's like
I think it was.
a white weapon is common, and then
Oh,
you
so like
find
Legend- okay,
you
yeah.
just it was a loot game where you just wanted to find better and better weapons. So there was like white, green, blue.
Was Diablo the first one that did that then?
I think it was. Yeah.
So, yeah. I think it was, and it's like opened up to games like Borderlands, that's just brilliant, and then like just kept
Ah,
going and going and
Borderlands.
going.
Okay, so this is one of the first ones, Mario 64. So that was probably one of the, I think it was one of the first Nintendo games.
This is like
It's
open
probably
world
one of
sort
the most successful.
That was sort of the first person.
Was that the first Mario game, or was that the
No,
one
no,
before that?
no. Mario's on fucking like.
Yeah, and
I-
that was the
I-
first one where it was more open world.
I think it was also
Yeah.
the first one that was more 3D.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Legend of
the first, like,
Zelda:
2D games.
Ocarina of Time was like your first.
I think actually Mario was
Uh,
like 2.5D technically.
Yeah.
Because if I was watching this guy on YouTube, he like sort of gets out of the camera and shows you how the world looks, and it's really cool. Like you can see like the Goombas. When you look at the Goombas, they look 3D. But when you get out of the camera and then turn a little bit, they're actually 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So this is interesting. So
Actually, one more,
go on then.
like GoldenEye.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was the
yeah,
first
yeah.
game, I think, to introduce split screen, shooting
Yeah.
each other and stuff.
And that was
That
such
would
a
have
good
like
game.
been no COD, Halo, like anything.
Would you say
Yeah,
like
that-
what would it be like Mortal Kombat or something like that? Which one came out first for like the fighting games?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, like, do you remember the old ones where it was actual animations of a person,
Yeah,
and they just like put that person into the game? And it
is
was
that
like,
showing our age a little?
So
bit?
according to this article, Mortal Kombat was one of the. So before Mortal Kombat came out, games
Yeah, you killed that bat.
there was no board for like developing video games, so you could develop whatever you wanted, any death,
Yeah.
any gore. As soon as they brought that game out,
The
they
shit
had
all
to
changed.
they had to put in regulations because
Yeah.
you could literally kill anyone by they were saying
Ripping
like
their dicks off.
ripping out hearts. You could
Yeah.
do literally whatever you wanted,
Those were the days.
and yeah.
And you could walk into an arcade and play that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so it was the first game which brought out that where they kind of thought, actually, we need to set boundaries
Hmm.
because you can't just any age ripping
So
out hearts.
before
and-
that, were there no age restrictions on games then?
I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
not really.
No, it didn't say
Oh.
that. The first Mortal Kombat before then.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I think another one's like
I don't remember the first Mortal
it
Kombat.
isn't technically
Oh, I
a
think
video
I started
game, but
with, like,
Monopoly.
When did
'Cause
that
with-
start?
with
the
Monopoly-
first really competitive
No,
rival.
with
free to
Monopoly
race.
now we have Mario Party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good
And
call.
apparently, because you said Ocarina of Time,
Hmm.
that was one of the first. It was kind of so 3D games were very very new.
Yeah.
I mean, Ocarina of Time came out, and that kind of blew every other game out of the water.
Mm.
It was a massive step up in 3D,
And like
gaming.
open world. And
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that,
and that's why you pretty much ask most people what was their favourite game. If you ask someone of our or older generation, they
Yeah.
will say
It
Ocarina of
was a
Time
fantastic game.
because everyone loved.
You could just put so much time into it as well. Like
Yeah.
replayability back then, like that was incredible.
Also got Final Fantasy for role playing.
Yeah.
Apparently, that was one of the first kind of role playing RPG games.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I was watching a documentary about Final Fantasy because I'm that sad.
Yeah, I mean, you love.
I
It's an understatement.
I love RPGs and I love Final Fantasy,
Not played the new one though.
Never played the new one though. Yeah. But I think there's a point where you need a game has to die. There is a point that any game has to die. Halo pretty much dead now. Let's be serious.
Yeah, they're right.
Final Fantasy should have died at fucking 13, where it was meant to die.
The thing is, if Halo had died at 3, where I think it was actually,
where I think that would have been the perfect.
It should have died at Reach. Once Bungie,
Reach was great.
Bungie left the reins with you actually dying. Like,
yeah,
surely that was.
Yeah,
they're saying that I loved ODST, so maybe die after ODST.
ODST was.
It was Halo 3,
Reach.
sort of, yeah.
So.
No, but like, because it came out after Reach, didn't it?
No,
didn't it?
ODST was before Reach.
really?
was
ODST was before 3.
Yeah, no, not in like
3.
chronological order. I mean, like when it came out, in like.
Yeah, when it came out.
Really?
ODST
Yeah, I'm pretty
was
sure it
before
was.
Reach.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Reach was after.
And then it was Halo 3. Reach gave you a demo to... No, it was... ODST gave you a demo to Halo 3, didn't it? Or did it give you a demo to Halo Reach?
No, yeah, it gave you a demo to Reach. So it was Halo 3,
yeah.
ODST, then Reach.
Okay.
And then it was 4.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I think, yeah, even I did enjoy 4, but it went downhill from there.
Yeah.
And they should have stopped.
Yeah.
I have got another game which has...
Am I gonna lose my shit with it?
No.
Is he gonna lose his shit with
No,
it?
so it's
Okay.
Pokemon Go.
He's gonna lose his
Oh
shit.
my god!
I'll be honest. Like,
No!
as
right,
much as...
Don't, like, because you guys are always like, Nathan, why are you still playing Pokemon Go? I only got it, like, recently. So
Recently? It's
I'm
almost
allowed...
been fucking 6 months. It's not recent.
Like, 6 months. You guys were probably still playing
No.
when it first came out after 6 months.
He started playing again when you
I
started
started playing
playing.
again when you played, and then I got bored again.
Again.
As-
But, like,
As much as it... I don't think it's a great game.
it is a fact. It's so fun.
But
Like,
it is...
it's an excellent time waster.
But-
and, like, if I'm out walking my
And a
dog,
battery killer.
I love getting up those miles.
No, yeah, but
and
for-
hatching eggs.
For this topic, 100% it's changed the way...
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
opened mobile games massively. hasn't
And
it?
I reckon there are going to be a lot of games which
Yeah, there's all
include-
those like Mario mobile games, all the Sonic ones. Now.
Yeah.
There's, like, loads.
Oh, Mario Jump. That's quite fun, actually.
Yeah, that Magikarp one that you still play.
Yeah, I don't
is
even know why I
rubbish.
still play. That's
yeah,
fucking
like
rank.
do not chat shit to me.
No,
about
I get
playing
that.
Pokemon Go.
Like, I'm just like, I wake up like, okay, it's just like, do my shit with Magikarp. I'm like, okay, I'm good for the day now.
Yeah, I do that. Like, if I can
Magikarp's
get
the best
Pokestop, I will.
Pokemon.
But when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I just catch one, so I got the day streak going.
Yeah.
Actually, which game started off doing
Dailies?
weekly things and daily things?
Must have been an,
So that you
an
get a
MMO.
reward.
It's got to be an MMO.
Because there are so many games. Like this one has that. Your
Oh,
Dragon, Destiny has it.
World of Warcraft, the fucking
was
best,
just
the
thinking the
best
same thing.
MMO.
was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, and basically everyone tries to copy it and no one's beating it.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
It's probably the...
Making a big
I think it's-
multiplayer environment
Yeah.
where you can interact with other people.
It's got to be the most subscribed to game.
Yeah,
And-
I've been subscribed to it like 6 or 7 times and it just keeps fucking dragging me back.
Yeah, you need to get out.
No, I'm not to it anymore. But what I'd like to see, I'd love to see like like the anime Sword Art Online. I'd love to see that as an MMO or Gun Gale Online if you
Yeah.
know what it is.
I want to be trapped in that universe though, and if I die there, I want to die in real life.
Right. You want to get virtual booty?
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna live now.
But yeah, I mean that is
Because I would have been a beta tester, so I would have been badass. I signed up to every beta going.
yeah, fair.
Oh look, Becca just carried that
Oh,
person all the way.
sorry, I just thought actually, going back to your thing, Fable, like Fable 1 and Fable 2, were good story games in my eyes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Fable
sorry
3
about
was
that.
I
really
completely
cool
forgot
too.
that.
Yeah, sorry,
Fable
no, I-
3 was
point.
good, yeah.
No, it's 100%. Fable was amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, going back to your thing, Kieran, sorry.
we were talking about World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. So
my
because that came out in
pleasure.
2004. Was it?
Yeah, 2004, I
Very
think.
early
Yeah.
2000s. And
I feel like now I have to say my guilty pleasure is D&D.
Yeah.
It's so nerdy, but we just recently started it, and it's just
It
so
is.
funny.
that's a good point, actually. If we're going out of just video games,
Yeah, D&D was like one of the first things for that.
first
really,
kind of
Yeah.
MMO, like leveling yourself up, sort of RPG in a way.
It might have been actually, yeah. Because I know at one point it was D&D was to do with like everyone thought it was to do with like satanic cults and stuff. So it's a very taboo thing to
Why?
do.
Because of Asmodeus, Overlord of the Nine Hells.
And Belial's foul taint.
Oh god, so good. It's
But
just
no,
so
yeah,
good.
like people would think you're fucking praising Satan, and then you get like people crash into your rooms, and you're just like rolling a fucking dice, and like, what the fuck's going on here?
a lot of obviously.
I guess all of you gathered round a table reading weird things
Yeah.
is very strange.
Especially when you got people who want to try and fuck an NPC.
That's slightly weird.
Yeah.
Or stay in a tavern somehow.
World of Warcraft was mass multiplayer, but then what do you think was the game which kick-started just
What was
multiplayer
that
in general?
free one that came out around the same time where you could like lure people to areas where?
Oh,
like,
RuneScape.
Yeah, that was
RuneScape.
it.
Oh,
You could,
oh
like,
my
You
god!
could tell him you
Dude,
trade with them in
that's
certain
coming to
places and then
mobile.
murder them. Really?
Yeah, I'm fucking getting that if it comes to
That
mobile.
went round my school.
Yeah, I was.
Everyone-
oh my
everyone-
God.
Every
playing
single school in the world.
Yeah, everyone was playing that.
Oh god.
I was that guy that like lured people places and then murdered them when you couldn't stop their stuff.
That was really
Yeah,
sinister.
same. I was an arsehole.
Oh, yeah.
Still am.
That was the way to do it.
So I'm looking at online.
I think if you're on about like team, like a team v team sort of thing.
Well, the thing is, I've looked online and they're saying Modern Warfare,
Yeah, I would think Modern Warfare.
but I don't agree. I think
Maybe Star
I think
Wars.
the first best one was Halo 2.
Halo 1 had a good one. No,
Halo-
was Halo 1 online?
Halo 2 was the one where I first kind of went online and did.
Yeah, not
Online
everyone
playing.
did though because
And
you
ran straight for the rocket launcher.
Yeah, 100%.
I
Halo
remember
2 was. I wouldn't say maybe it wasn't the first.
Halo was
but
one
it
of the first
definitely
things
the
to
one
have
that-
in combat loads of big vehicles and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
you could hop
No,
in a
Halo
tank.
1 was.
Yeah. Like,
I don't
just
remember,
said
I don't
in
remember
general.
Halo 1
Yeah.
multiplayer.
I used to play it on the PC and I used to have clan. That's why like FL.
That's what
is a
some
thing.
games really annoy me now, like Destiny. Why isn't there big team battles with like vehicles and like in Halo it was so funny going into battle with two of your mates in a bloody warthog.
Do you,
Yeah.
Like,
do you
that
know,
was hilarious. Like,
do you know what annoys
just
me
getting killed
like, most of
individually.
all though? So they're like, oh no, they're like for instance people are like, oh the stories are too big and stuff. I was like, yeah, look at fucking Battlefield. They about Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3 and stuff. They had 2 discs, one just for fucking multiplayer. You could do that.
Oh, Blue Dragon, that was really
Oh,
good. It had
God.
3 discs, but one
Yeah.
of mine broke partway through, and then I was like, no, I've got to buy another copy of the game.
but
Remember
that's
when
the-
you had to install PC games and you have to have multiple discs to install the game?
Yeah.
yeah,
World of
that's
Warcraft.
what, that's what
World of
that is.
Warcraft. It took me a day and a half to install it. But had fucking 3 discs.
I installed Age of Empires because I was a.
Oh, I love Age of Empires.
Yeah, I was a bit of a nerd.
Yeah.
I was that was probably the geekiest game I ever played, Age of Empires. But I love strategy games.
Do you think Steam has kind of made things a lot easier
Yeah.
for gamers?
Actually, that's a good point. If we're going on what has changed
Buying
the gaming,
games online,
the
yeah.
gaming
I think
industry, Steam.
Yeah, Steam is like probably the
It's-
biggest one.
It just everything.
Well, to
Even
be
if
fair,
it's slightly cheaper, buying it on a disc, I'll still get it on Steam because
Yeah.
it's just easier.
I'm trying to get more disc games now because I've got a fucking case just
See,
full
that's
of
where I'm
nothing.
opposite. I like actually just having
Of
discs.
course.
Yeah.
Well, we're making a
I
habit
like
of
being
this,
able
but of
to
course, if you go
possibly
to
sell it back. Like, that's just cool.
if you go to CD Keys, then,
Oh, yeah.
making our
CD
standard Simply Games.
Actually,
CD
if you go
keys,
to
please sponsor
Simply
it. No.
Games, who sent me something, Dragon's Dogma, 1 week early, and then they sent me Shadow of War 1 week early, which was a problem actually, Simply Games, because it needed the day 1 patch and it was awful. So I
Bad
had to wait a
point for
week
s-
before I could play it. So
Bad point for Simply
you fucked
Games
me there. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
at least I got Dragon's Dogma. But yeah, that was quite funny actually, loading it up and you lose your Wraith like right at the
If
start.
we
and
mention
then
them every single video we do,
One day.
one day,
one day they'll
To be fair,
realise.
they were doing the same with Minecraft, and I really don't want to get sponsored by them.
I really want Simply Games to sponsor me. I actually feel like I've paid you enough money now to actually.
And
you
if-
should be.
you've been
sponsoring
keeping
me.
them going.
Yeah.
Also,
Me and my dad.
another thing that's sort of branched out gaming is
Oh.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Very good point.
Yeah,
that's
like,
massive now. Gaming, isn't it? Like, because I saw something the other day, which was
there are
gaming on YouTube is bigger than like any of the biggest TV and like Hollywood
Yeah.
things. Like, more people put more hours into watching that.
It's
I mean,
just so annoying. the
it's
most
funny
popular one.
because we're trying to like we record stuff
Oh,
on
Kieran's in
games
dangerous
and stuff.
territory,
But what I
man.
find funny is why would anyone want to watch people play video games? It doesn't make sense, but yet we do it.
No, I do it, and I actually find it really entertaining. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
so do I. But,
But
it's like
I enjoy a group of people that
I want
are,
some
are
good bands.
Yeah. Why do people watch PewDiePie?
don't even start.
Don't.
No, I don't want to start first again next time.
Because he's the most popular one, and I can't fault him. He,
Fucking
for
hell.
some reason, he does good
His
videos.
editing's on point.
It
Like, some of his
is,
stuff's hilarious.
but I can't get into him.
The thing is, because he does like a video a day, which is basically what everyone's.
And he's actually got in
consistency.
really big trouble at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to get into it, but
He said a word. We'll just say that.
we'll leave it.
That wasn't just the only thing. He's like
He's done a few
got
things,
load of other
actually,
things,
yeah.
like he's like, but he's at the point now where he's sort of a god. Like he can get.
He
away
can't
with,
get
like,
touched,
anything,
it's like
so much money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's-
Every video he
like
makes.
he can stop now. He doesn't need to do it anymore. But
Thing is,
like, he still is.
I remember actually a time because YouTube were like trying to fuck him in the arse, basically.
But in the way, he's still doing it now, even though he doesn't need to. Shows he is committed to his fans.
Yeah,
like, he's
that's
just
fair.
doing it now for his fans. He has no reason to keep going.
Yeah.
And he can put out a video and it can just be, he can just video a cup and it will get 1 million views.
Yeah.
And that is annoying.
Yeah.
But then I suppose making that's what hard work gets you.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that.
Was he the first one to get into it then?
No, C Nanners was actually the first. He was the first to get above, I think, 100, the
Do
top
you remember
100.
back in the days when like Ray William Johnson was bigger than PewDiePie, and then like he gave over his like main thing because he didn't want to do it anymore to like somebody else, and then his channel just died.
Yeah.
It's because the reason people subscribe is because they
Because
like
of him,
Ray William
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, I thought he was
It's
great.
the
and
people,
then
not
just
what they're
bam,
doing.
Yeah.
Gone.
So,
It was just really funny. Like it was just a quick video.
I mean,
to
it's
watch when
like
you were just reading around or something.
one I used to like watching was SourceFed, like SourceFed Nerd. I don't know exactly what happened, but they died basically, and then
That's
some other people took it over, and fucking everyone just like, okay, I'm gone by because they were trying to keep going with something that they're not.
Well, yeah, I've always preferred group games. That's why Markiplier I can't get because it's just him. His Amnesia videos were quite funny.
Oh yeah, like he did lots of custom stories and stuff that were great.
But I don't know. I
Back
just
in the
prefer
day.
games where there's more than one person. And they kind of get like a bit of a Achievement Hunter.
Achievement Hunter, JNKcast, I used to enjoy, not so much
Yeah.
now.
Hatfield,
no,
fantastic.
Films.
No, is it no?
Node?
Yeah, Node are good live.
Node,
Yeah.
They're really good at it.
Other channels are available.
Who's the other one you like? Oh, Game Grumps. You like watching them,
Yeah.
right?
Like in Grubs,
Yeah.
So
Like I don't watch them like then because you know you have like some people that you like watch all the time.
Yeah.
But like I don't know why with Game Grumps I don't. But then sometimes I just randomly click on their channel, watch a video, and I'll just be dying.
Yeah,
Like,
sort of mine.
Just out of
CNANs.
nowhere, just
I-
bam, and I'm like, oh, that was so good.
I won't watch CNANs for fucking yonks. And then one day I'll be like, I'll be up at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, but like, do you know what? I'll watch CNANs, and I'll be
Just
there
to
for another
scream
2
it,
hours
yeah.
chuckling to myself.
I'm gonna say a game that is I really enjoyed it as a kid, and
Okay.
it has changed. So The Sims.
Oh, I love The Sims so
That-
much. So much.
Again, a bit like Minecraft.
But just trapping
that-
people in
It
swimming
was
pools is the
literally
best thing about it.
yeah. No, well, no. Just having a life. All of a sudden became fun. To
Yeah.
play. It was really
Because
weird.
Having a life in
if
your
I remember
control.
right-
you don't have a life, but you have a life.
If I remember right, The Sims was a fucking college project for some guys.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But that was so, like, when the first one came out, which was ages ago.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
remember.
remember, but it was so popular. My sister had it.
I
I nicked it off her and played it, and I really enjoyed it.
remember like
I'm not ashamed to say
I
it.
remember when I first got The Sims, I played it religiously for fucking yonks.
When it
Which means
first came
years,
out, I
by
had
the way.
to watch my sister play it because I was too young. I didn't really know what I was doing.
and then I stopped playing it, and disc got really scratched, and I went to play again. Got to a certain point, and the game froze, but it wasn't actually froze. So I had a kid and stuff, and just kept crying. Next thing I see is a message going, "Your baby's been crying for 5 weeks or whatever." And then the social took my baby. It was like, but I didn't get to do anything about
The
it.
best thing was like trapping your baby in a room and then blocking the door, filling it with chimneys and putting carpets down. And
Oh
then
my
it would
God.
just set on fire.
Oh my God.
And then like death would come at the same time as like the social security woman, and then she would die and another death would appear.
I mean,
So weird.
saying that The Sims,
Just killing people in creative
changed
ways
games.
was The Sims.
no other,
There's
no one else
that.
does The Sims.
Yeah.
No, it's because I honestly think The Sims like because they're on 4 now. Aren't they?
I think
Sims 4.
yeah, Sims 4.
Surely
Yeah,
they're
I think it's
on
coming
more.
out soon on Xbox.
No, it's
actually.
4.
They just have.
Because
So they
basically
have The Sims 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the Herbs.
they basically bring out a
They have
Sims,
Sims busting out and all that sort of stuff.
and then
as
they
well.
have like years of bringing out DLC that backs
Yeah.
that up.
Because the thing is,
Oh.
you only need one, don't you? And then you're like fucking sorted for fucking years.
That's one thing. The one before Dark Souls, Demon Souls, was the first game that sort of did the impossible game thing.
Was it
What,
done by
as
the
in
same
we're a game
people
Yeah,
though, wasn't
I
like
thought
them,
Ninja Gaiden
them and Ninja Gaiden, I think,
Yeah.
were around the same time, and it was just
it? Wasn't,
this is a game that is just going to punish you.
wasn't it done by From Software as well? Though? The same people
Yeah,
who done
yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Souls, yeah.
We're gonna
Oh
try.
no, I don't think they do. I can't remember.
We're gonna try and play Ninja Gaiden, which
We're
Yeah.
gonna play Ninja Gaiden because I finished them all except for this one.
because
Because
You got a bit of a
it's
vendetta.
the
No,
only.
the thing was, I think I was just too young, and like the original Xbox controller came out, and I was like,
Fucking-
how do you hold that?
No, but I say,
as
you
a
don't
kid?
understand this, but those controllers were fucking chunky.
They were
Yeah, they
huge.
were huge.
Compared
People
to
are
the
like,
PS1
how-
or PS2 controllers.
Yeah, like
I-
as a
ridiculous.
kid, that was big.
I
Like, when they
remember-
introduced these smaller controllers, like, I can actually play Halo now.
I remember
Like, wow.
me having an argument with my brother, and he was like, "How can you play with this small controller?" I was like, "Because it's fucking bearable." It's like
Yeah.
I'm not holding a thing that big, you know.
Yeah, when you were a kid,
Saying
like, you'd
that,
have to
me
sit it on
playing-
your lap and try to reach around for the
Yeah,
triggers.
but saying that, then you play 64, it's like, it's actually quite a nice controller.
Yeah.
Hold it there, it fucking doesn't
Yeah, the
matter.
Nintendo 64 has got to be the weirdest controller, but
Well, no, I
strangely
thought
comfortable.
I thought
like,
the GameCube was really weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
you had the
that
little
was
fucking
nice,
thing
actually,
there,
I
didn't
think.
you? Yeah.
It's just weird.
You know what controller-
Honestly, I like the Wii controller.
Oh, shut up.
No, honestly.
No.
honestly.
Shut up.
Oh, no, honestly, because
No one wants to talk
playing
about...
Mario Kart drunk is fucking awesome.
Actually, if we're going to talk about what changed gaming, the Wii board.
Oh,
Wii
yeah.
Fit.
Actually,
Wii Fit.
the Switch
Wii
has
itself.
changed gaming. Loads of like people
Yeah.
are like, obsessed with that portable and not portable thing. Where it's both.
I've noticed something about Nintendo. They are always at the fucking beginning of the advancements
And
in
then
gaming.
everyone else
Yeah.
does
And
it
then
better
everyone
than
does it
them,
better,
and then
yeah.
they just die.
They're like, but
Well,
we started it. And
It's
they're
like,
no.
for instance, the motion detector and stuff. The Wii done that with their fucking
'Cause they got-
sticks, nunchucks, and then we got their next was done that fucking creepy camera
Kinect.
thing.
Well, no,
Yeah.
there's no PlayStation.
Josh is
That's
so
wrong.
paranoid that his
PlayStation
Kinect is
had-
always watching him.
Oh, I had that.
iToy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was
PlayStation had
wank.
iToy.
Oh, that was wank.
No,
It was-
wait,
it was
iToy, the karate game on that.
Yes,
was just
where you
fantastic.
stood there and you just...
chopped it, and then there was that washy windows when it had, they had that
They
washy
were just teaching you how to get good at jobs, how to get really shitty jobs.
We want to employ our kids. It's like wash windows.
I also want to show off one thing that we do have. Kieran, could you fill up some drinks for us?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
this
Wait,
is,
hold on, which cups which?
this is a game
Oh, it doesn't matter at
changer.
this point.
The weirdest thing is that this game changer is from Poundland.
Yeah.
Actually, I can... that's a very
So
annoying noise.
it's just Pepsi, by the way, just so you know.
He's not actually weeing himself.
Yeah, no alcoholic beverages because we're good
What?
people.
Actually.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'll agree. Nintendo, they start things off, then they just die. But the Wii Fit, I don't think anyone's ever done that yet. Whether that's
That's
because
because it was
Because it was shit.
like.
it
but the
wasn't
thing
shit
with-
though, because everyone got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
The
No, my
Wii-
mum got it.
Yeah,
The
my
Wii
mum
was
got it.
like so cheap. But
Which
just
made-
everyone had one because my mum had a Wii.
Maybe
Barrett
that's what
Sword
it
as
was,
well.
it was
I'm
for
just saying,
mums.
though. I'm just saying. Every person had a Wii Fit. Still fucking fat people.
It was.
We just said all of our mums have one, then you said all fat.
My mum is still fat.
I think it's the first game for mums.
Oh,
That's
you
what it
sure
was.
you were,
Oh, was that my cup?
It is
Yeah.
now.
It is
Is
now.
it?
Maybe.
Where was my cup? Oh, was yours full over there?
It is
Yeah.
now.
I
Oh.
filled them both up.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't even want a Coke, but now I've got one.
I got past cups, so I filled them up. That's what
I
happened.
just want to show off our new drink dispenser, which is pretty shit. To
The
be
weirdest
fair,
thing is,
but-
right, no, it's not.
It
Because
cost-
you put ice in there with just regular Pepsi, it just tastes beautiful.
It tastes
I don't know
better.
why,
Mm.
coming out of the tap, it just
Do you know
makes
what I
it
actually
better.
changing something completely differently? So the pound is about $2 now, so it's actually going up again.
Yeah, that's because they pushed Brexit back. I really don't want to get into this.
No, I was saying, I'm
That's
so
not
happy.
what this is for.
Just-
Oh, we don't
just
want to talk
because-
about politics.
No, just because I can now convert pounds into fucking dollars again. That was $10.
I'm going to try and bring this back to gaming. With the pounds being converted to dollars, you can
Go on.
buy loot boxes, and that's bad because it's gambling.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it's not gambling
That was awful.
if,
was
it,
terrible.
if it's Borderlands 2.
I just don't want to get on a tangent of politics.
No, I was just saying I went about politics. But yeah. Is
So,
there anything
yeah.
else you don't want to say?
I think we've summed up pretty much everything that has changed.
Oh, no, there was one. There was another.
Oh,
Um,
another one. I had another one, then my iToy lost my train of thought.
what was it called?
Because I got so
That's
excited.
because it was just
Sands
brilliant.
of Time. What was that game? Prince Persia. That was basically the original Assassin's Creed.
I
Oh,
never
yeah.
played that.
No?
Oh no, I did.
Kieran,
I
you
did
can,
play it.
because it's backwards compatible.
Yeah,
I know, all
it, was
the
the
games
original,
on-
it was the original parkour game, basically.
The problem is,
Prince
if I
Persia.
go into playing all the Xbox games which I never played, I'll never play any new games now.
And you'll never get past 10,000 gamer score.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about games at all. Actually, what was the
Yes,
first?
you do. You were moaning
You were just
earlier
saying-
when you didn't
Oh,
have
a little bit. A little
you
bit.
were saying
I
that
care a little
it
bit.
doesn't matter, but come on,
I
everyone
care a
knows
little
you've got
bit,
bigger kahunas
but-
if you've got...
No,
What-
you do not.
What
Yeah.
was the
Like,
first game which brought out achievements?
It just shows how sad you
First
are.
game.
Or was
I
it
think,
just the console?
I think Halo,
Xbox broke the system. They were the first thing to introduce like
Yeah.
achievements and stuff.
Halo
That-
3, because that was the thing that
that
came
was
out with
massive.
the Xbox.
Because that kind of gave you things to do in a game which you kind of weren't supposed to, not weren't supposed to do, but
You could just fuck about
it wasn't just following the story.
Side challenges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
Achievements, maybe, would what I'm calling.
Yes.
Not-
Something you could achieve, not fucking trophies. Yeah.
Trophies suck.
So, I unlocked a bronze trophy, but you didn't unlock an achievement though, did you?
Oh,
See?
I don't like trophies.
No,
That's
trophies.
rubbish. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ed.
Saying that,
Sorry, Sony, but
not sorry.
did Nintendo actually have anything like that? They don't do.
No.
You get a little like a message
I think
pop
in-
up on the Wii, don't you? You used to get an email saying
think, like,
how long
in-game
you played
stuff now,
each
you
game
do.
for.
DS for portable
No.
games and stuff as well.
I suppose.
Actually, you have
though-
technically Switch now, I guess.
Yeah. Do you guys remember though when the Wii sent you a message after you played each day telling you how long you played what games? Because
Yeah.
I remember when Twilight Princess came out and it was like you have played this for 8 hours on
8
one day,
hours.
and then I was like, oh my god.
I was the same for.
What have I been doing?
I was saying Resident Evil 4. It's like you just don't have a life. It's like, I know.
Do you remember?
Do you remember COD gave
No,
you an
I'm-
achievement, one of them, which was, I think it was World at War, gave you an achievement, which was get out and get some sun or something. It was like get to 10 prestige, it
I
was like
remember-
get some sun.
I remember the first achievements.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I remember the first achievements, which were just watch a film on Netflix, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
But they don't give you any Gs.
No, they don't give you anything. It was pointless.
Whoever
Media
decided
achievements.
0 G achievements were a thing can go die.
Yeah, they can.
Whoever thought watching something is a fucking achievement?
I think there's an achievement.
Do you know, actually, no, guys, congratulations, you've all earned an achievement. You watched us and heard us.
There are loads of achievements that you can get that are just like punches right in the dick. Like there was one on
Duke Nukem.
Dead or Alive, which was lose 10 times online in a row, and then it gave you a permanent achievement for it.
One thing that pisses me off to the fucking full.
Is it Mojang?
Damn as well. No. 1G achievements.
Oh, it
I'm
messes
never
up-
fucking symmetrical
messes
now, you
up the
bastards.
system.
Yeah. Like, we were playing Overcooked and I found out there's a 1G achievement and I'm like, for fuck's sake, that's two fucking...
So now it's not 000 now.
No, it wasn't that anyway. I was like on fucking
4 or
5,
something,
6.
yeah.
Now I'm on fucking 5, 7. It's like, you pricks.
Why'd you do this to me? You just need to keep getting the 1Gs and eventually...
Yeah, but I don't know when... Well, I don't look at the achievements,
Where
play
were
the
they?
game, and then it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
So I'm not sure if these caught on, but changing gaming or the industry, what were those things which you put on your Nintendo or you put on? It was like little figures,
Batteries.
and you could put them.
Oh,
Figures that you put into the game.
Amiibos.
Amiibos,
yeah. And
They-
then the Skylanders did it.
They were very
That was
popular.
something.
yeah.
Spyro, I loved those games back in the day.
Are they bringing out new Spyro?
I don't
Probably.
know.
There was rumours
It went
that they were
rubbish
going-
when they started doing that Skylanders stuff. Like one of the last Spyro games, you were older and you could actually just go around and fly, and it was co-op. It was all cool.
There's
Destroy All
like
Humans,
Spyro
that
and
was a fantastic
Cinder.
game as well.
When it's like a multiplayer one, that was good.
Yeah, games that revolutionised like co-op and stuff. Was
Yeah.
like Halo.
Halo.
Yeah.
But no, I think Halo was one of the first few achievements because it was an exclusive on Xbox when it first came out.
Yeah.
I remember I bought my Xbox with Halo, and it was probably the best game.
Or
I've
was it
played.
Modern Warfare 2? Because that was also at the same time as well. Sorry, Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Might be
Modern
one of them
Warfare was
two.
way after Halo, wasn't it? The first one.
No, because I know
Came after
they were-
Halo 2.
I can't remember. No, because when Xbox 360
on my
came out.
original Xbox, I bought Halo 1, Mad Dash, which is an
my
amazing
God, yeah.
game. Love
Just
Mad
running
Dash.
around.
And Blink the Time Splitter.
Oh, that was cool.
I think one.
I Ninja. Throwback again.
I was about to say, it's like, we said it last time, but I Ninja. Oh my god.
So good.
Would we also include Flash games? When you used to be in like you'd be in ICT
on like N plus,
and you would just go on the.
Do you remember Tron bikes?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
that wastes so much time. Just as soon as you load it up, and then all your mates would just come over, like WSAD, the keyboard, like all of the random controls. You'd be like, oh, we can't reach the keys.
I would normally find those bike games where you just do flips and stuff, or
Yeah.
Line Rider.
Oh,
Do you
Right.
remember
Oh, Line
that?
Rider.
People, did you see those people that just went way too far with Line Rider though, and just really?
I used,
took
to,
it
I, used
a
to,
new
I used to
level?
ride a lot of penises in those Line Rider ones.
Yeah, like looking
Not
at
homo,
custom
no
made
homo.
ones, and it was just a giant penis.
Yeah.
The ones that spelt "you are a dick" or something.
Yeah.
Ah,
Or you
damn
just
it.
faggot, you know. You
Well,
fuckers.
on the subject of dicks, I think that's going to be.
Yeah, thank
We'll call
you
it.
guys.
Call it.
Thank
Ended
you
on-
guys for
ended on
watching,
dicks.
listening to
Ending
that
on
lark.
dicks.
And congrats, you've all earned an achievement today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero. Watch JNKcast number 2.
We'll see you in a month. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.